What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. We're in Warframe and we're talking about the GRAKATA here. So I finally completed my GRAKATA. This is definitely an update from what I originally had. I've got a couple builds in this one, so stay tuned for that. We will get into that just in a few minutes. But let's just quickly talk about this one. This one is a very underrated weapon and very much overlooked because everybody goes for the Soma instead of for this one. This one has no mastery rank on it, yet it is still a very awesome weapon. It's got a really nice ammo pool of 750. You can burst fire with this one pretty accurately. You could spray and pray if you're really into it, but I don't recommend it because you just burn through your ammo. But there are times when you're really on heavy crowd control situations that you just want to spray it, and it'll just damage everything. Really nice accuracy, really nice status chance, really nice critical damage. All really good things of this weapon. So, with that said, let's just take a quick look at the basics before we get into the actual builds here. So the basics, we have slash 2.9, puncture 3.7, impact 4.4, auto triggers are really nice status chance 20%, reloads 2.4, not too horrible, magazine is 60, absolutely awesome fire rate here at 20, critical chance and critical multipliers are pretty nice at 2.0 times 25%, accuracy 28.6. So that's what we got as the basics. Let's go ahead and get into the actual build itself, and we'll see how we can go with this. So we just talked about the basic stats, so we're not going to look at this too much, but we are going to build a config C, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. But we're going to start here with the GRAKATA here on the config A, the one that I'm running most often. I will run all three builds, and I have run all three builds, but this is the one I'm going to run most often. This is kind of an update from what I originally had set in here. So, as you can clearly see, we have a 74.5% critical chance with a 5.6 multiplier. I've dropped the fire rate down to 12.8. I brought the status chance to 62%. We put in heat as our element, along with impact, puncture, and slash increases. Very nicely set up. This is a beast of a weapon. It is often overlooked. So, serration, max damage, split chamber, multi-shot. Point strike for critical chance along with critical delay for additional critical chance. We bring our fire rate down, which I really wanted to do so I can have more ammo efficiency. We use vital sense for critical damage along with hammer shot for additional critical damage with some status chance effect in here as well. And then we add thermite rounds for our additional status and fire damage, and some rifle ammo mutation for efficiency in keeping this thing filled with bullets. And this is a really fun one, really fun build. Like I said, this is often overlooked weapon, but this is a really fun weapon and it can handle so many different things. Okay, on to config B. Now, if you're not much of a critical guy and you want to worry about more on status chance, you can pull in a really nice 88.5% status chance without using that rifle aptitude status mod, which is pretty much useless, but you can pull in just about 90% here. So we go serration, split chamber again. We have our rifle mutation. This time we're going to focus, we're going to put in wildfire for additional magazine capacity along with additional fire damage. And along with this, we're getting 120% fire damage here with our status chance along with the rhyme round, so we get our blast. We do malignant force and high voltage for our corrosive. And this works out pretty well, but of course, you know, if you don't like that combination, you can always just make a quick swap. You can get gas magnetic. You can do radiation and viral. It all works pretty well, pretty quick. It's a simple swap to whatever elements that you like the most. And at 88.5%, the status proccing is really awesome with this weapon. And then finally, let's go ahead and look at a kind of an odd sort of build. This is something that is just more of my taste. And it's very focused just when I'm in the mood to do something like that. So I'm going to do serration along with split chamber, of course. Okay. Then we're going to add in wildfire and thermite rounds, bringing our status chance up to 51%. So we've already got a really good status chance here. And we're going to come all the way over. We're going to add in hellfire as well. So we're going to get the max heat out of this weapon and a decent proccing. And then to make this thing even more effective, we're going to add in metal auger for our punch through. And finally, we're going to add in a rifle ammo mutation. Now, if you really want to take the GRAKATA even farther, you could go ahead and drop in a fourth forma to open up this slot and really focus on anything at this point. You could add in a little more rifle aptitude here. You could add in a full second element to make a combination of a specific element that you really, really like and make it overpowered. That's your personal choice, but I actually like it just running it this way. I enjoy watching the enemies light up in flames and run around all frantic. Anyway, that's it. Those are the builds. Hopefully you liked this. Hit that like button if you did. Comments, questions below. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.